Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm starting a new reading vlog, even though I'm currently in the middle of two other vlogs. One of them is my February 12 and 12 challenge vlog. In my original 12 and 12 video, I mentioned that once a month or every month, I was going to do a reading vlog for each book on that challenge. I'm currently still in the middle of my February book for that challenge. The past couple of days, the last week, have been stressful and time-consuming with school and final projects and exams because my first set of online classes is finishing up, but I finished them up last night, so I had time, yay, to sit down and get a ton of filming and reading done today. Anyway, I'm starting my March vlog right now for the 12 and 12 challenge. And as you might have noticed in the very beginning of this video, I was holding up the lovely House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I've had this book since a couple of months after it released in 2020. My friend from school got it for me for my birthday, and I put it on multiple TBRs, haven't gotten around to it, and now is the time to do so. My friend Erin from Ripley's Reads, this was her recommendation for the 12 and 12 challenge. I've had multiple friends read this book and fall in love with it, so I have very high hopes for it. However, I'm also very nervous for it. This book is big, and big books scare me. So I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to read 200 pages, and not at once, but like every 200 pages I'm going to update this vlog. Because this vlog is only for one book, I do feel pretty good about that. I'm sure I'll have lots of thoughts with this one. Everybody seems to, and I cannot wait, despite the fact that it is huge. But I have also heard that I just need to push past the first 200 pages or so because there is a lot of world building and info dumping that might drag on a little bit. But all of my friends who told me about that said that it was 100% worth it after those first 200 pages or so. All of my friends who have read it have given the book 5 stars, I believe. That might not be right, but I know multiple people who pop into my head right now who I know gave this one 5 stars, so I'm sure I will end up loving it. I loved the ACOTAR series, haven't read the Throne of Glass series, but ACOTAR, top tier, Silver Flames is my favorite one, and I'm excited to finally be reading this other series by SJM. I do have the second book as well. I will probably save that for April or May because that book is even bigger than this one, and we don't like that. So anyway, this vlog is not about House of Sky and Breath. I see the book sitting like right here. So had to look up the title because I forget all the acronyms. Anyway, this vlog is not about the sequel. I will just be reading the first book in this series. Might do another vlog for House of Sky and Breath later on, I don't know. But for now, I'll be focusing on this one for my 12 and 12 vlog for the month of March. I will hop back on at 200 pages when I know what this book is about. As of right now, cannot tell you. I know that it's about this dude named Hunt, and yeah, that's about all I know, but I know that people love it and are obsessed with it, so I have high hopes for it. I found the note that my friend sent me when she got me this book for my birthday. I will probably use it as my bookmark for this one. I love that a lot of time with Amazon wish lists, you have the option to add a note. I think they're just so fun to get, and I love being able to stick it inside of the books that I get from people from that wish list. I loved it, you all. At 200 pages. Hopefully we'll have a lot of thoughts. Hopefully I will have gotten past the world building at that point. That can be a little bit confusing or just a lot to handle, you know. Yeah, I loved it, you all. Then I'm excited for this one, albeit a little nervous, but it's SJM. It'll be great. Hey y'all, I have just a super quick vlog update. I did reached the 200 page mark in Crescent City. I am actually really enjoying it. I thought it was going to be a bit of a slow start, but I was very quickly captivated by the story. I am putting this book down for about a week because I'm not going to take this big book with me to Florida for spring break. I'm going to take some lighter, easier reads, but I am very excited to hop back into this one when I get back from spring break. I will share a synopsis when I'm back from spring break. I'm in the midst of packing and getting ready for leaving, getting ready to leave. And yeah, it's just very hectic right now because I'm not prepared and we're leaving very soon. Anyway, yeah, I will be continuing this book after I get back from spring break. And when I'm back, I will share a synopsis with y'all. Yeah, I'll let you all know what this book is about. I am going to Florida with my family, and we are also flying my college roommate out, to hang out with us for the week because I haven't seen her in a couple of months. So I'm very excited for that. I will update you all when I get back. Hey friends, I am here like a week and a half after my last vlog update for a new update for Crescent City. I just reached page 375, which isn't exactly 400, which is where I said I was going to update next, but it's close enough, it doesn't really matter. I am loving this book. I am low-key obsessed with it already, and I just know that there is going to be so much potential for Bryce and Hunt to just be so amazing in their relationship. I don't know. So excited to see what happens. For those of y'all who haven't read this one yet, Crescent City, or House of Earth and Blood, is a new adult fantasy about Bryce, she works at a, not a museum, an art gallery for this woman who is kind of sketchy, but Bryce does a lot of like administrative stuff for her. And there's like this murder mystery going on right now where 2 years before, Bryce's best friend is murdered, and there's connections happening, and Bryce teams up with Hunt, who is an angel for like the equivalent of the police force in Crescent City. They team up together to solve this murder, not just the murder of Bryce's best friend, but more murders that are happening and just bad things that are going on in the city. Super fun so far. I am loving it. I love the enemies to lovers vibes between Bryce and Hunt. They're slowly developing into something less than enemies, or maybe more than enemies. I don't know which word you want to use to describe the shift from enemies to not so much enemies anymore. I have lots of tabs in this book. I knew going into it that I was going to just tab everything. There are so many hilarious moments, important things that I'm keeping track of. I have like information during like the first 200 pages when there was a lot of info dumping. I marked those pages in case I needed to go back to them in the future, or just so I have easy like reminders of stuff that's going on for when I read book 2. If I wait a while, I can easily, flip through this one later on and figure out like what I might have forgotten that will be important in book 2, or just to kind of like catch myself up really fast before diving into the new one, because I don't think I'm going to read it right away. This is a really big book and I need a little bit of a break afterward, so hopefully I'll read it in May. That's the plan right now, but we'll see when I do end up getting to it. But yeah, overall, I am having so much fun with this book. I was so hesitant going into it. I knew I was going to fall in love with it, but I was also scared that after the first 200 pages, I would be a little bit frustrated with what was going on, but that honestly wasn't the case at all. From page 30 or 40, I was pretty invested in what was going on already. I love the rotating perspectives, or the rotating sections or chapters from Bryce and Hunt, and we also get some from Rune, I assume is how you pronounce his name. That's how I'm saying it. Could be wrong, but that sounds right to me, maybe. So I am reading this one with the dust jacket off. I don't do that very often, but I don't know, I felt the urge to do it for this one. So I love the sound of the tabs. So nice. So nice. I cannot wait to keep going into this one, keep going into it. I cannot wait to keep reading this one. I am in love with it. I love SJM, one of my favorite authors for sure, especially in the fantasy genre. So I'm really enjoying this one. I love how modern it is. Like, it is fantasy and there is a new world, but it is also very modern and contemporary in terms of, you know, like the technology that they use and like clothes and like stuff like that goes on. Yeah, it just feels very much like it takes place in our world, even though it doesn't. I don't know. It's not as confusing as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, to follow along with it. So I am so encouraged by that. I will continue reading this book later today after I get some other stuff done. Hoping to finish it by the end of this weekend. Well, it's only Wednesday, but I'm hoping to finish it by Sunday. I am doing my monthly 24 and 48 hour readathon this weekend, and I would like to, finish up this one during that, if not before then, just because, you know, this is a chunk and I have been reading it super slowly. I did take a week off for spring break. I didn't really feel like carrying or flying with this huge book, down to Florida, so I didn't do that. But now I have, you know, picked it back up again, and yeah, I'm taking it super slowly, and I like that, but I'm also, you know, excited, to like finish it up and see what happens, and, you know, get super excited to read book 2. So I'll update you all again when I am at the 600 page mark, which is right there. Hopefully in the next couple of days, maybe by Friday or so. I don't know, we will see what happens. Yeah, we'll see how many tabs I have in this one by the end of it, but I'm only 50% of the way through it, and I already have a ton. So I'm so excited to see what the end result looks like when I get to the last page. This is my last check-in for House of Sky and Breath, not House of Sky and Breath, House of Earth and Blood, before I finish it tonight. I made it to page 600 last night, and I really wanted to keep going, but forced myself to stop because I did want to update this vlog one more time before I reach the end. I am scared. Like, I am so obsessed with this book. I am so obsessed with Hunt and Bryce and their relationship that I know I'm gonna be hurt at the end of this book. Whether or not it's a happy ending, I'm still gonna be sad. I had a friend who read this book when it first came out, and she told me that she thinks that there is a part coming up that is going to make, or that it made her cry a lot. So I'm like, great, it's gonna make me cry a lot too. And I'm scared. I'm terrified. But I'm also so excited to see what happens with Hunt and Bryce. But I know that I'm going to be in a book hangover after this, and I don't know if I'm emotionally or mentally prepared for that yet. I'm just so nervous because my original plan was not to start House of Sky and Breath right after finishing this one. I was going to wait until May when I graduated so I can just focus on that huge book, because this has taken me 21 days to read probably by the time I finish it tonight. Part of that has been school this past week, because I have read most of this book in the last 7 days or so, you know, but I was gone for spring break, so I didn't bring this book with me, and I just want to focus solely on that book when I pick it up. So the plan is to wait until May, but I'm afraid that when I finish this one, I'm going to need to dive right into book 2. But also, if I read that book right away, how am I supposed to wait 2 years for the next installment? Like, I don't know if I will physically be able to handle doing that, because I've heard that book 2 just ends in a wild way, and I'm scared for that too. Sarah J. Maas just has a way of getting me so addicted, so thoroughly hooked on her books. Haven't read Throne of Glass, never will read Throne of Glass probably, but the ACOTAR series, and specifically Silver Flames, chef's kiss. Literally amazing. And I knew that once I got into this book, it would be the same way, and now I'm about to finish it, and I'm scared, but we'll see what happens with it. I don't know. This is my last rambling update for, yeah, Crescent City before I finish it. Just want to make note of the fact that this tab right here, this pink one, signifies a huge shift in the relationship between Hunt and Bryce. I'm obsessed with Hunt. I think he's amazing. I wish, you know, we had some Hunts that existed in real life and that one would find their way to me. I just think he's amazing. Like, personality-wise, you know, he's all big and brawny, but he also has a heart, and I can see that, and I can't help but love him, you know. And Bryce, she is so feisty, but you know, she's getting closer to Hunt, and I can't even talk about my thoughts without getting super emotional and freaked out over this book. So this is my last update before I finish this book tonight. I will hop back on tomorrow or Tuesday with an official rating and my final thoughts on this book. I'm not going to spoil anything. This is not going to be a spoiler vlog. But yeah, you will just be able to hear my incoherent thoughts about this book because I know that that is how I'm going to react when I finish this book. So I'll hop back in when I finish this one. Yeah, and let you know what I think. I'm scared. Wish me luck. I will probably cry. Yeah, so still have 100 pages left and I'm crying. So this is just amazing. Before I give my final update for this vlog, I did just want to share that today I went to Target to get some birthday gifts and look at what I found. The squishmallows that they have at Target are always sold out when I go. Not that I like intentionally look to get one every time I'm there, but I tend to pass the section where they usually are and the shelves are always empty. So when I passed it today and this stingray was just sitting there, I knew that I needed to buy it. So I did, and I have zero regrets about it. This is a wonderful squishy, and I'm obsessed. Her name is Aziza, I don't know, but she is beautiful and I am in love with her. And it's only been a couple of hours, yeah, since I have had her. But anyway, yeah, totally random, not related, but she can sit here while I talk about Crescent City. So last night at like 11 o'clock, 11:30, I finally finished Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. In my last clip, you saw that I was crying, and I cried again after crying the first time. I knew, like I knew it was gonna happen, but I wasn't expecting it to be as emotional as it ended up being. I'm still hurting over this book, but truly phenomenal. I'm obsessed with it. I will be reading House of Sky and Breath in May after graduation. I am holding off until then to read the book. But look at how pretty it is with all these beautiful tabs in it. Like, oh my goodness, I am obsessed. Yeah, I gave this book 5 stars, no doubt about it. My review on Goodreads currently says I cried, comma, and then I cried some more. Pretty popular review. It's gotten like 6 likes, so feeling pretty good about that. If you haven't read House of Earth and Blood and you want to, or it's on your radar, would recommend picking it up ASAP. This book is truly phenomenal. It has amazing plot and characters, and it dives pretty deep into themes of grief, yeah, depression, and stuff like that. And yeah, I really resonated with a lot of what Bryce was feeling, and Hunt as well. And it hit my heart in a way that I knew going into it. SJM does that to me with many of her books. So yeah, absolutely love this one. I'm so glad that I read it. This was the 3rd book for my 12 and 12 challenge. This book was recommended to me by one of my amazing friends, Erin, over at Ripley's Reads. I'm obsessed with this book, Erin. Thank you for recommending it to me for this challenge. Hopefully you see this video. I don't know. I know that you're currently reading this book. Yeah. So I hope you love it. Yeah, and I'm very glad that you told me to read it because it needed to be done. Thank you all so much for watching this reading vlog. I hope you all enjoyed watching me make my way through Crescent City. It took me, I think, 24 days to read, but I was gone for 7 of those days, so feeling pretty good, especially considering that big books are daunting to me. They scare me, but I did it. So glad that I did. Absolutely loved it. Would recommend. Gave this book 5 stars. Thank you all so much for watching this vlog, and I'll see you all in the next video.